Hey there, lovely people. Welcome back to another garden vlog. It is July. All of our big projects are done, so now we're just doing like very cutesy regular garden stuff this month. No big crazy projects. Today I am doing just a little simple transplant of one of my perennials. I found these hanging baskets at the thrift store the other day. I got two of them for $4.99, I think, or $3.99. And I have a plant that I've had in a pot on my porch. It's a perennial. It kind of looks like a fern. I don't remember the name of it, but it grows really fast. It's very low water, drought tolerant, and I want to divide it up and put it into my two hanging plants to put on my front porch. So that's what I'm doing today. I saw this lady on TikTok who does a lot of like landscape design content. I saw her do a video about splitting perennials and not being gentle with it, and so I'm gonna split the perennial and not be gentle with it. I've yanked my plant out of the pot. And it's not even that root bound, which is great. But I'm just gonna use a shovel to split this bad boy up into 3 parts. Right? Yeah. Oh. Okay. Not this shovel. Let's see what this pointy guy can do. Well, that worked pretty dang good. Look at that. Yes, I'll be yanking them by their hair. It don't matter. I think this one I'll put back into this pot. This one will divide in half to go into the hanging planter. It really was that easy to just chop that joint in half. Like, that lady on to something. She really on to something. All right, I'm going to put soil in here now. All right, shout out to the rain barrel with the free water. These look great. May I just say, these look great. We got them all replanted, and it went from one big boy to multiples. We love that. Nature is seriously so abundant and generous and beautiful, and I'm just in awe every single time I get to learn something new and do something new. I'm a perennial dividing machine now. That same lady gave me the confidence to dig up my shrubs and move them from my front yard. Okay, nice water. I'm going to get some hay from the garden. Oh, that's my hand. Get some hay from the garden, and I'm gonna put a layer of hay down because I don't want to have to water these all the time. Even though this is a very drought tolerant plant, I want to be able to retain the moisture as much as possible and only have to water it like once a week, if that. Welcome to my front yard. Landscaping that I did in last month's vlog is still looking beautiful. It's only been like a day since I ended that video. And this section looks really beautiful as well. Look at that tree, she's still looking great. None of these plants are giving any indication of transplant shock, so I'm super happy that they all seem happy. Okay, I got my step stool. I'm gonna put the plants on some C-hooks on both corners here and then over there, and we'll see what it looks like. I'm scared. This thing is heavy. If I put it down and it falls out, don't laugh, okay? Hey. It's on there. Very cute. Love that. I've always wanted to have a house that had like hanging ferns on the porch. So I feel like I'm like fulfilling a dream. Good morning, friends. Let's plant some flower seeds. So believe it or not, you can still plant seeds in July and reap the benefits of the flower or vegetable. And today I thought I would plant some marigold seeds in my porch flower bed because it's looking a little empty now that I have split up all the irises and spread them around the yard. There's only like a little row of irises and the one rose bush, which this month I'm on a mission to find a second rose bush for this bed just to like even it out and the one rose bush doesn't look so random. Let me show you. So this is my like front porch flower bed. It's like a little L shape and it came with just this rose bush, and there's actually some, I want to say lily of the valleys or maybe even grape hyacinth, I think actually is the type of flower. There's some grape hyacinth bulbs in this bed that the house came with. I am the one who transplanted the irises into the bed when I first moved here, and then obviously, as you saw in last month's video, I have spread the irises out around the property, and now I have this empty space. So I've left a section open right here to put a second rose bush to like even that out, but in the kind of front area I really want to plant the marigold seeds. The seeds that I'm planting are actually going to be ones that I had saved from last year's marigolds. I had purchased, I don't know, like 2 little trays of marigolds to add to my vegetable garden last year, and took advantage of the dried flower heads and collected all of the seeds. I'm pretty sure I showed you guys how to do that in a video last summer, but if you have any questions, let me know in the comments, I'll answer. But you can save your flower head seeds from marigolds and replant them. I have already planted some of these in the backyard, in pots, and in the flower, and in the garden bed. So they definitely work. Not that like, oh, I want my money back, this doesn't work type of way, but like saving your own flower seeds and then replanting them, you will get more flowers. Like I have seen it. I'll show you what they look like. So right now in the back, they don't have flower heads yet. They're really close. They're only, I think I only planted them like a month ago. And so I'm super happy to see them thriving in the backyard. So I wanted to bring that magic up front. So we're gonna plant, what do I have here? These are orange slash kind of like a multicolor. It's like that orange with the red variegated petals. And then I also have some yellow marigolds that I'm gonna throw in there. And then I was thinking, I don't know the grow cycle on these, but I have some allium seeds here that I collected from a estate sale. Yes, I am one of those people. Were they for sale? No. But I will walk around the property and see what is going on with the landscaping and see what I can take, okay? So yes, I saw some dried allium flower heads in this person's yard, and I went and I found a little empty baggie, and I went and snipped them damn flower heads right into the empty baggie, and they were like, oh, you can just have them, period. And so I also have some of these already growing in the backyard. I will show you. But I already planted some of them and I have a little bit left. So I thought let's just throw them in the front bed and see if we can get some flowers for the fall. I don't know. We'll see. I've already watered this flower bed and it really doesn't like, it's such a mixture of soil and mulch in here. I wouldn't even say that there's really a humongous difference. So I'm not even going to try and separate the soil from the mulch. I think I'm just going to sprinkle the seeds down, use my rake to kind of just like rake them through and call it a day. I'll give it another little water. Girl, the Jehovah's Witnesses done caught my ass out front. I done got a pamphlet, y'all. They done invited me to some movie screening. I always want to ask, why do they depict Jesus as a white man? I'm like, why y'all just blatantly ignoring the Bible's description? But whatever. Anyway, got my seeds planted and we're giving them a water. It's gonna be like 90 degrees today, so I really want to give this a nice dousing. I overly planted the seeds. I was like really generous with it because I have so many. Like truly, you guys, one little 4-pack tray of marigolds will get you hundreds of marigold seeds for the next season. Like every single flower head produces like 100 seeds, like 50 to 100 seeds in just one flower head. Ugh. I feel like this is the first day we've had this summer so far where it's under 80 degrees and it's glorious. Okay, glorious. So I am going to take advantage and do a little garden work today. And I think this will be the last day that I will add to the July garden vlog. So of course we got to do a little tour so you can see how everything is doing. My hair is very fluffy and it's a little bit giving transparent, but we're gonna ignore it. And let's do a little harvesting. Why not? Actually, let's do the tour now so that while I'm touring, I can harvest some stuff that is ready, okay? Look at how amazing my marigolds are. This is so crazy. This is one plant. This is one plant. It looks like multiple, but it's one. Look at that. One stem for this whole bundle of marigolds. This is technically 1, 2, 4 marigold plants making this beautiful border. And so this is marigolds that I saved the seeds from my marigolds last year and replanted. And I'm just obsessed with how dense and beautiful they are. I literally sprinkled so many seeds there, only like 5 or so survived. I sprinkled a bunch of seeds here too, and look at how different this side is. Super interesting. I'm not really sure why that is, but the zinnias have rebloomed and they're looking better than ever. Super excited. Okay, over here you guys know I have the celery, the row of celery right here. These have grown in amazingly. I have been harvesting from them. And we have the carrots in the middle. In all different stages. We have some that are really, really small, like this guy. And then we have some that are ginormous, like these. And then we have the broccolini here, just kind of doing its own thing. And I did harvest my head of broccoli, and more broccoli started to grow. So that's pretty cool. The nasturtiums never really bloomed anymore, but it looks like they may be going into a second cycle of blooms, which is pretty cool. And then I have my little bee water fountain down there. Give you a better view of what the celery looks like. The stalks still aren't tall enough, in my opinion. So I'm gonna let them keep going. My mystery volunteer squash is doing really well. Look at how long it has grown. Holy crap. Lilo almost caught a squirrel. Did you get it? She almost caught that squirrel. Wow. The squirrel was trying to drink out of the bird bath and came down the tree. Look at her trying to be tough. Anyway, yeah, the squash was actually growing this way, but I really didn't want it to cover the carrots. So I directed it that way, and it seemed to have taken that direction really well. But there are carrots growing right here, and so I did not want them to be shaded out by whatever squash is about to grow here. I have no idea. But we do have some little babies, and they are kind of long shaped. There's a second one here. It's really like oblong shaped. It could be pumpkin. I do have one out of my 2 purple cauliflowers starting to grow in. It's so stinking cute. We're not going to talk about this Chinese cabbage, y'all. The flea beetles won this war. They won that war. I'm happy I beat the battle against the aphids, but the flea beetles won with the cabbage. onion patch isn't doing all too well right now. They started out really well, but I think a lot of them fried up. The only ones that seem to be surviving are the ones that are closer to these cauliflower plants. And so this will be the second year in a row I have failed with onions because there's literally nothing here. The peas are definitely on their last leg. I have taken the shade cloth off because I was tired of looking at it, if I'm being honest. There were so many 90+ degree days in a row that it was just like, what is even the point? So this batch is starting to die out, but it is still producing. There's even like little guys still wanting to form towards the top. So I'm just gonna let those rock. The cucumbers are doing pretty well. They are starting to grow. Look at all those cukes. And on this side, wow, look at all those cucumbers. Ew, and a big gross spider. Okay, I'll let you live. The strawberries have so many runners, and they're starting to get their second round of fruit production on them. If you don't want to know what a runner is, it's this. The plants will send out these shoots, and this will become a new plant. It will take root and make a little bush like so. So I have a bunch of them here. There's 3, 4, 5, 6. Literally so many, you guys, like dozens. In this bed and in the other bed. Let me show you. In this bed, I have an onion that I'm not sure if it's ready yet, but we'll see. This one has just as many runners. Look at this. They're coming out of the box. I'm having to redirect them in here because there's literally even more in here. And this one is actually producing fruit right now, and it has a lot more blooms than the other box because this box gets more sun than over there. But I have been resorting to putting all of my fruits into these plastic clamshells as they grow because unfortunately the squirrels will not allow me to have any of my harvest. And so far with this process, it has been a 10 out of 10. I have gotten 2 giant juicy strawberries out of this method. So I'm super happy about that. If you also have that issue, I even do it with my tomatoes. I've gotten 3 tomatoes this month that I've eaten because the squirrels didn't get to them first because I have been protecting them. But all the tomato plants are looking really good. This one is about to grow fruit, which I'm super excited to even see what this is because I found this plant in my fire pit. It was literally growing out of the rocks in the fire pit. I'm not making this up. I plucked it out the rocks and I popped it in this bed and it actually took. So that's pretty cool. And then out of the 8 tiny tomato plants that I put right here from my seed starting tray that I abandoned, only 2 of the tomato plants survived. That one and this one. And this one, the flower is super interesting to me. I've never seen a tomato flower. I don't know why it won't focus, but I've never seen a tomato flower look like this before. It almost looks like a sunflower head. It has a lot of petals on it. Tomato plants normally only have 3 to 5 petals. Like, look at this. 5 petals here. Why won't you focus? You're so annoying. This has 5 petals, if it'll let you see it. There we go. And then, where's one with 3? This guy has like the 3 star-shaped petal. Oh no, that's 5 petal too. Anyway, This one has lots and lots of petals, so I'm not really sure what type of tomato that's about to be. I don't know, I don't remember. This is my pumpkin plant. It did have a baby on it, but the baby fell off, which is a bummer. But I do see a second baby forming here. It's really yellow. I don't know if that's good because this one turned yellow and fell off. So that one may turn yellow and fall off too. We have lots and lots of male flowers though. Not a lot of female flowers. Here's my other tomato. The green beans, you guys, are going insane. Look at the green beans. Look at the green beans, y'all. Let's harvest some because I'm super proud of these. I popped these seeds into this bed with like no expectation that I would be able to harvest from it in time. And I'm here to tell you, bush beans grow fast as hell. Cause what? I'm blown away. I think these could use a trellis of some sort, so I'm gonna go grab that. I'm not even done, and I got a nice little handful. Ooh. All right, we're at the most exciting part of the garden tour, which is my watermelon babies, okay? When I first saw that I had a watermelon baby, I was so excited. And I thought to myself, do I need to also protect this little watermelon baby from the squirrels? Get away from me! Get. Stupid squirrels. Yeah, crazy ass. Go in. Go get him, Lila. Go get him. Anyway, that squirrel literally just stopped on the fence and looked me dead in my face like he was fitting to jump on my head. Anyway, I thought to myself, do I need to protect him from the squirrels like I thought I needed to protect myself just now? And I didn't even think on it for more than a day before I came back out here and saw that my watermelon baby that was like this big, like, had been taken, not just bitten, not just gnawed on a little bit, completely taken off the plant. And they just ran off with it. So I introduced you to, this is technically watermelon baby number 2, because there's more than one. Because every time I see them, I protect them. And I also have been doing this little trick that I found on TikTok where once you see a fruit start to grow, follow the vine a few more leaves and then snip the tip of the vine off so that the vine doesn't continue to grow and all the energy from that vine, like as it moves down, goes to that fruit. So that's what I did. So this is watermelon baby number 2. It's a beautiful color. It's a little bit misshapen because I had it in a smaller clamshell and I didn't upsize the clamshell fast enough. So it's a little bit flat on one side. And it already has a little bit of a split in it, or like some signs of like creasing. And also the stem that it's on isn't awesome. But she has siblings, okay? So hopefully we'll be okay. And don't ask me what I'm gonna do once they outgrow this largest container. I'm still working on that, And I think I may end up just chicken wiring this whole container with the trellises as like kind of a framework, but I'll cross that bridge when we get there. This is watermelon baby number 3. She's the smallest, also a little bit misshapen, but not on my account. It just has grown misshapen. It's not symmetrical at all. Where the little butt is and where the head is are like very pushed to the right. All right. And then lastly, we got baby number 3. I mean, baby number 1, which is like the oldest and the biggest. All right, I had to move you to this side because this is the vine that it's on. And this is my largest and most perfect. Oh my God, I almost dropped her. She's my largest and most perfect watermelon baby. Look at how perfect she is. So I'm super excited about her, and I will protect these melons with my life, okay? Because this may be my 6th season attempting to grow watermelon, and I've never been successful. She does have a little bit of like some like stretch marks going there, but she's super round, really perfect, has a super tiny bum. Look how small that bum is. I think it's gonna be a real sweet watermelon. So we're gonna put her back. Okay. Make sure she's nice and she has room to grow. She's getting, oh, she doesn't have much more space in this container actually. I can feel both sides. So I will need to figure out my plan in the next couple days, if not tomorrow. Another new addition to the garden this month is my little upcycled cabinet. It's so freaking cute. If you know, you know, you saw the video. We love her, okay? And then the herb bed is looking good. All the herbs have survived. I have been using them in my cooking and it's lovely. I just leave the kitchen through the garage door there, pop out here and get my stuff in, go back in and keep cooking. I love it. It's definitely been a lovely addition to the garden. And with that, I think I am done with this video. We're gonna wrap up the July garden update and let it be that. It was a lot of perennial moving around this month, not too much work, and a lot of harvest, which I'm really grateful for. Everything is growing in super nicely and the summer has been abundant so far. I cannot complain at all. So let me know down below what you're growing in your garden, if you're gardening at all, what your favorite part of the video was, and I will see you guys in the next garden update. Bye!